Grand Rising, my people. Hopefully, you guys are having a super fantastic day. I don't know why I just did that. Okay, whatever. Okay, now I have been discussing manipulation of free will, and I believe I've done 2 videos, so this is going to be the third one. We are going to address other individuals attempting to control or to gain complete access to your free will via materialism, okay? Understand, and I've said this in prior videos, okay? Hopefully you guys have seen them. If not, feel free to go back and watch at your leisure whenever you feel is necessary, okay? Understand that whenever you are exercising your free will, whenever you decide to take a stand and you're like, I can make my own decisions, you can't make a decision for me, y'all, it is all good. Exercise your free will, but understand that with free will comes consequences. They work hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. They go together. Now, a consequence doesn't always have to mean anything negative. It can definitely be a positive consequence. Just understand that there are consequences, okay? They're not all bad, all right? All right, so let's discuss others attempting to get complete access over your free will via materialism, okay? Now, here's the deal. There are going to be times when the creator of all things, when the Most High is going to tell other individuals to bless you in a certain way, and they're going to do that. However, when someone blesses you, okay, with something and it's truly organic and it's authentic and it is a gift from the creator of all things, it is a gift from the Most High, it's a gift from the universe, a gift from Christ, okay, there's no strings attached to that at all. There's no chains. You're not bound to them. They don't use that later to try to manipulate you and say, well, I did this for you, so because I did this, you owe me this. None of that is even a part of the equation. Okay, that's number one. All right, so let's talk about individuals who they're attempting to exert complete control over your free will, okay? And they use materialistic things in order to gain access to it. Now, let's just first discuss why they do this. Number one, okay, we just addressed how using your free will, you have consequences. If there is someone who is dictating your free will, they are also dictating the consequences that you're going to receive because they're the ones making your choice. However, you're the one that's going to deal with the consequences of the choices they're making for you. Understand that, okay? When someone has the authority to completely control your free will, they also have the authority to manifest off of your positive energy. You cannot manifest if you don't have light or positive energy. It has to be authentic and organic, okay? There is a such thing as spiritual theft. If you don't understand what that is, I'm gonna need you to gain some wisdom, go do some research and look it up, okay? Energy is everything. Energy is money. Energy is time. Energy is emotions. Energy is everything. When somebody no longer has energy, they can't move, they can't function. Half of the times when people run out of complete energy, they can't do anything, they transition out of this world. Energy is everything. People can take your energy from you. If you have pure organic energy, people can manifest off of your energy, okay? That is the reason why people always want to try to take control over your free will. Now, this is not to say that if you're a child, sorry y'all, if you are a child, that you're not supposed to allow your parents to assist in rendering you. However, when you decide that you are grown enough to make your own choices, you have to deal with the consequences, okay? Some are good, some are bad, okay? Consequences is equivalent to karma, all right? There's good karma, there's bad karma. All right, now, when it comes to materialism, okay, it is okay for someone to purchase things for you, to give you things, but not if there are strings attached to it. That is not how this works. When someone is trying to gain access to where they're controlling everything that you're doing, okay, they will a lot of times give you gifts, and they will give you these gifts in order to intrigue you, right? And what they do is when they get to know you, or when they know portions of you or things about you, they will use the unhealed version of you, right, to try to figure out what it is, what token, what thing can they give you that's going to make you feel like it's okay for you to give them complete control over you. For example, if you're somebody who is lacking financially, or if you don't have a car, if you don't have somewhere to live, they're going to offer this to you to make you feel like they're really looking out for you. But the moment you decide to exercise your free will and you tell them no, or you go against what they tell you to do, they're going to sit up there and they're going to blackmail you. They're going to try to take it away from you. Or they're going to say, well, I'm going to stop providing this, and now you have to deal with this stuff on your own. They're going to put you in a situation where you have to be dependent upon them. And then when you decide to exercise your free will, okay, they're going to leave you high and dry. And they're going to, because they placed you in this situation, okay, you're going to have to figure out your way out of it on your own because you're not listening to them. This is what they do. This is all, it's a tactic, okay? When someone gives you a gift, okay, the reason why we tell you guys to be careful about who you accept gifts from, a lot of times there's an energetic, how do I say this? When somebody gives you a gift, sometimes they're not giving you that gift because they really want you to have it, because they care about you. They want you to have that gift because there's a negative energy, a binding energy. There is a if you don't know what binding is, imagine a chain, imagine handcuffs. You're handcuffed and you're chained to somebody who's making decisions for you. It is like that gift is a binding gift. In other words, as soon as you bring it into your environment, you're going to feel the need to want to be around that person all the time, and that need is then going to transfer into you feeling like you have to allow this person to make decisions for you. You're going to find yourself going to this person to get advice about a situation that you could have solved without even going to them. But because you have this thing that they gave you, it's going to compel you to want to go to them to get advice about stuff that you don't really need to get advice from them about. You can actually make that decision on your own. But now you don't trust yourself. You only trust them. All of this stuff has everything to do with forcing or getting people to give up their free will via materialistic things, okay? So a lot of times when people are giving you things, there is negative energy tied to that particular thing that they are giving you. And it's so they can get access to your mind, and so they can get access to your emotions, and so they can get access to how you behave, your responses, the way that you act. Why? Because you're going to get the consequences of all of that stuff, and they're going to manifest off of your energy. Why? Because when you receive that thing, right, you're receiving the energy that they placed on it. And sometimes a lot of that stuff you can't see, you can only feel. And if you are not in tune with your discernment, because you can't see it, you're going to think that it really doesn't exist and that they were really just being nice. Nothing in this world is for free. This does not mean that you cannot accept gifts from individuals. It does mean that you only accept the gifts that are in alignment with what the Most High has told you that you can accept. And it must mean that your discernment is not telling you, if your discernment is saying it's okay to keep this, and you pray about it and the Most High says yes, then yes. But don't bring that into your home until you get permission. Otherwise, get rid of it. Do not accept stuff from people. Don't do that. There's so many things that people tie to possessions energetically to try to control you. If you're not aware, you're going to find yourself being controlled by people and you have no idea what's going on with you. You won't even recognize yourself. This is a real thing. This really does happen. All right, guys. That's all I'm going to touch on as far as materialistic or materialism in terms of somebody trying to control your free will. The next one is I'm going to discuss is manipulation via visible presence. So we'll get into that next. I hope you guys learned something. I can't really go into a lot of detail because, you know, of course, these videos are limited on time. Hope you have an amazing day. We'll talk soon. Bye.